Hello and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium. The campaign continues, as does my flu. When we last left off, we had managed to kind of take over this territory, which we're a little bit back and forth on right now. But we have marched out some serious... We wiped out some big armies yesterday. And now we have rebuilt our squads. They are big, bad, and juicy. We've got lots of guild mercenaries. We've got mariners. We've got tons of these storm spool ballistas. And God knows, way too many mages probably in both these armies. We have another good army down here, though we have taken some hits recently. While we have wiped out some armies, we have also gotten brutally destroyed as well by some groups. Like these red dragons have been a real pain. These red kobolds. Today's goal is to take this lower section. For too long has the demonologist been harassing our territory, been taking our stuff. First it was the pale ones, now it's been the demonologist. He lives right here. He has very few cities. His armies are gross. They are full of demons, but ours are full of ballistas and mages. So my goal today is I'd really like to take out the rest of this. I'd like to get a couple of Mage Guild backdoors into the upper territory, particularly one right about here somewhere in one of these villages, and a Thieves Guild down here so that we can start teleporting adventuring guilds up into the top. Now, we ended on an intern. Let us begin on an intern and remember exactly where we are. We do have assassins. We have adventuring guilds going all over the place. Some of our biggest issues right now is that the kobolds have, well, a lot of dragons. A lot of dragons. I just lost a mage as well. The Bakemono have also been around. They've been a bit of an issue. We have a naval army going around to try and wipe out some of their boats. And then come in from the north. What are we fighting? Ghosts. We're fighting. This is the Sea Father here. Yeah, he's been insane for a bunch of turns. Unfortunate. We did terrible here. Inflame Tower. Black Kobold Slayer Prophet. Dark magic with assassinations. Wow, that is a great character. Oh yeah, they had all these flying kobolds, so they just went right over the tower and scorched us. Some of our adventuring parties are getting beaten up by grizzly bears. And we're picking up Griffin Riders. I would love to get... I think that is one thing I decided as well. I'd love to get a whole lot more Griffin Riders. Because it does feel like they are particularly strong against the kobolds. Now, did we lose our army of Griffin Riders, or are they in the sky? We had a couple of sky armies we lost yesterday. No, they're just right here, are they? Excellent. Excellent. I'm actually going to buy them Griffin Riders right here, along with another Burning Sword. These are a big, thick army, and they are very good at killing things. In fact, they will be very good at killing all of these kobolds right now, without question. There's one thing I've been learning, that they are excellent at this kind of stuff. There is a Black Kobold Chief in here with a Staff of the Magi, but he doesn't have any spells. So that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to let him get wiped out right away. Othar here is leading the remnants of an army at the Great Tower. I'm going to move him back to the Cloud Castle so that he doesn't get killed. I left this catapult behind because I am a fool. And then I'm trying to move these other guys down to rejoin them. You're making an alchemical catapult. And then you're joining Kavintar. Quaysban is waiting to get some stuff. These guys are going to come down and join in. They are looking for more heavy infantry, though. They don't have the money for it, so they're actually just sticking around right now. We had a debate on whether or not to take Troll Pit or whether or not to go down here, which is something we got to think about. So, You don't have any good animated bonk emotes? Those gift subs ran out a while ago. I mean, I gave you the non-animated bonk amount, but we could animate it. That's something we could do. Old PC gamers, are you excited for the new Marathon game? Because it used to be as popular as System Shock, didn't it? Man, I grew up like making maps for Marathon when I was like 5-6 years old at my cousin's house. Marathon had one of the best map editors for Mac. It was also like one of the only good Mac games. I do want to wipe out that troll pit because I don't think that they have many bases, and you know what? It's only like 2 moves away, so let's do that. You're going to go for that soulless soldier. He's got soul, but he ain't a soldier. You're going for deep sea gems. What is this Bakemono tribe? Lot of Tengu. Not too bad. Honestly, a Griffin pack would deal with these guys really well. Some nice items. Some pretty nice items on those guys. They would do well joining into our main army. We'll keep peeping around. This guy is sitting on a graveyard because somebody said if I just sit him on a graveyard, he will make items. We'll figure out how true that is in a moment. Deeply disinterested in the genre, so you can't speak for it. I mean, it's been a while since I've played any good first-person shooters. I know they've been having like the server slam going on, so, but I don't expect it's gonna be. I just don't feel like any first-person shooter is able to keep the interest of the globe right now. Everything seems like it doesn't do very well. This is all good. This is all good. Griffin Riders, 185 kills. Can we watch this one? I was like, these guys will go good against these kobolds. So basically, they don't take damage unless they're hit with a crit. Oh, man. Oh, it's delicious. Isn't that so nice? They just chew through them. 252 kills on 31 Griffin Riders is nutso. Market Village, we had some brigands get slaughtered. Ooh, this guy gets killed by some Tengu. And unfortunately, that grave robber does get killed by the brass claw horror. I had a feeling that was going to happen. That was the Bakemono up there. Yeah, bummer. Okay, you guys got a bunch of goblins. That's fine. Shouldn't be a tough fight. I'm not clear where he's going to go, so let's just fall back for a second. And I am still kind of looking for a portal to the water realm. Not that we super need it, but... You guys are picking up heavy infantry. I don't know why I moved you. That was a mistake. They also need more halberdiers. They also need more of these guild mercenaries. 30? Let's do 20 guild mercenaries. Let's do 20 guild mercenaries. 20 crossbows. Yeah. No archers? I guess we could do 20 archers as well. Oh, we have 18 guild mercenaries there. So actually, let's go. There we go. 22 guild mercenaries. Get rid of the archers. We'll take the crossbowmen. Because really, I'm just trying to refill this army. -8 crossbowmen. This is a bit of jerking around, I know, but... it'll make more sense as time goes on. And the rest of the schlop here, I won't worry too bad about. That's fine. Okie dokie. You can take that ballista. We'll spool it up. Get spooled. Let's have this guy become Lore Master. Quayspawn. He's Confusion and Luck. At level 2. And so now all they need is the halberds. Alright. Premium currency? I mean, I feel like what doesn't at this point in time? Not that that's like a good excuse, but... oh, we gotta get that catapult out of there. Containing some crossbowmen and some pikeneers. Just for safety's sake. We could set up an admiral. These guys have actually lost their captain, so I will put one in here. Just so they have a capitan. Who I wish did some, you know, morale bonuses or something like that, but I'll take whatever I can get at this point. First-person shooters, third-person shooters also become deeply uninteresting as a genre, yeah. Sort of action-y titles, ARPG. This close to never going back to Path of Exile. Careful, we have some Path of Exile heads in the chat, so... we got some deep Path of Exile heads in the chat, I'm pretty sure. But I hear you. I can really only play Diablo games if it's with, like, a bunch of friends. Wow, you guys did not hold up here very well. Bunch of flying guys, though. Does make sense. I'm gonna keep buying Griffin Riders. You're the White Cobalt King. So this is the guy who has Storm Magic 3. He's a red dragon spawn with a fiery staff. Here's my only issue fighting these guys, is that they have a bunch of items. So if I don't bring in a second army, I don't think I can take them. Like, I don't want to lose that cloak, that staff, these gloves. Well, I definitely don't want to lose those gloves. I have a collection of mages here. They could come with them. You know what? Let's play it a little bit safe here, because I feel like this should be a steamroll based on how these guys have been doing thus far. But I'm also horrified of everything. Now, I want you to head down here. That's the closest path. So you're going to go this way. The troll pit is going to pick up 15 goblins. You're going to grab that because this guy is too slow. He can't stop you. I don't think I need to kill this shark. You guys are going to grab more heavy infantry. You need one more round of recruitment there, and you're back in action. All right. Now I'm going to start sneezing. Still the guild. We're still on the guild. Whew. I'm that grizzled curmudgeon lamenting the youngins in the old times. Hello there, old times. I'm going to do my best today to make sure that you guys don't have to hear me sneeze or blow my nose at any point in time. Because ain't nobody want to hear that. Griffin Riders, 228 kills. I lost 17 of them in this fight, though. Mostly to the White Cobalt King. Almost entirely to the White Cobalt King. That tracks. Honestly, I lost 2 Griffin Lords. Whoa, I lost an insane amount of people in this fight. I lost almost all my mages. What happened? You must have Arcane Tempest. I guess this is the counterplay, is that like all they need is one mage who has a map-wide cast effect. And if they have a million kobolds to chew through. Does this only affect enemies? That's crazy. Dude, if you had an item on him that increased storm magic, he could cast Arcane Tempest twice. Or he could cast it every single turn and just do 1 to 3 damage to all enemies. I think he literally just casts that over and over again and kills all my mages. I am going to argue this is still worth the price of admission because it's knocking out a tier 3 spellcaster. And I have no way to get a tier 3 spellcaster at the moment. Yeah, there it is. Arcane Tempest and probably another one right now. I mean, all my spellcasters are dead here already, so. Holy smoking backsides. He killed my alchemical catapult, too. 2 Megasis, a cartographer, an ice witch, an alchemist Megas, and a lore master. Nah. I mean, it's a lot of kill. Are you kidding me? You have another level 3 Pyromancer King? I'm not really clear how that's even possible. Oh my god. Why? Why are you all left behind? Why would you not automatically go into the stack with that Griffin in it? I think the autosave saves when I click resign, but it might just be at the end of the turn. I have to check. Oh, it's actually on the resign. Well, that's stupid. That's not a good autosave system at all. God damn it. I'm still going to take that fight. You know, obviously I don't like it, but I took the fight. I'm going to take the punishment. We'll take our plays as they land. C'est la vie. Units are bound to their leader. I guess it's just frustrating when there's like a whole bunch of leaders in a stack. There should be some quality of life there that's like, yeah, it automatically assigns to the next guy down. Especially if they're all the same type of leader. But this is also just me. I'm just sad that we lost all those guys. Alt F4 would work, yeah. I mean, the game does load pretty quick, so. But I don't think as quick as just doing this. Okay. I don't know what happened here, but apparently the Ice Witch survived and killed everybody? Encased in ice and falling frost. How did this happen? Does he just not decide to cast Arcane Tempest over and over again this time? I mean, there's 2 full casts of it. I think that's literally it. Or my magic resistance just did better checks this time. That's an insane RNG difference. He literally just does not cast it as frequently this time around. So instead of losing all of our guys, we get to keep all of our guys. Now, is anybody mysteriously on the floor? No. Everybody we get to keep? We have a ton of items now. Cloaks of Mirrors. You guys can use swords, hey? Okay, so... And they can use side items. But they can't use, like, hats or armor. But they can use magic beans. I have a lot of magic beans, do I? Does seem like that might be the case. The Vine Whip kind of sucks, so I'm not going to put that one out. Ring of Evasion is nice, though. You don't need a Gem of Concentration. Let's give that to the Ice Witch, who I also probably don't want going berserk, realistically. Two HP causes fear. I do have an Admiral here. Let's give him the Thunder Gauntlets. And mirror images, mirror images. Mitre of Splendor. Any of you have armor? Well, I guess I could give him a mirror image armor. You have another Alchemist's Mortar. You don't say. Can I stack those? You also have a Pyromancer gem. Not that it's particularly useful to anybody. I guess we could give him Fire Shield, though. It doesn't look like Alchemist Mortar stack. But if I had a second Alchemist, which I do. So you're a Guild Grand Alchemist, and you are an Alchemist Magus. Okay. Noted. Did better, right? Choice of spellcaster, RNG, magic resist. You know it is RNG, yeah. Find leaders that survived. Keep track ain't easy. Does our Griffin Lord have wounds? Oh man, he's got a chest wound, a never healing wound. He's got battle fright. He's having a bad time. Unfortunately, I don't have any... I need like a ring of regeneration to get rid of that, and I just don't have one of those. Yet. I don't have an engineer in here. I was gonna say I could get a bunch of ballistas, but tell you what I'm gonna do. This admiral grab that catapult, haul that over. And then well, I guess they're all busy right now, but I can make that alchemical next turn. So you're going to work your way down there. You're going to grab that and then fly there. I guess we're probably going to go for that temple. Oh, sorry, you still have one more move. These guys are going to grab their last set of heavy infantry. No idea if they have the right amount of troops anymore. I suspect that guy is going to peace out. My biggest issue is that he's got a pyromancer here, so he could just cast that firestorm or meteor or whatever it is. Now, he's got a lot of white kobolds, so if he does cast that, he's pretty much going to kill his entire army. These guys need to heal. One, two, three. Takes me 3 turns to get there. I think let's just stay put right now. I'm a bit worried about what they're going to do. Maybe some adventuring guilds can slow them down. Or maybe some guild assassins could slow them down. Honestly, if a guild assassin could go and hit that pyromancer, that would be ideal. And maybe something we want to consider doing. Forsaken Bakamono. You'll pay as soon as I have that teleporter. Evil times! There's a strong sense of evil all over the world. Murderers, bandits, and brigands are thriving. This is good for us. This is very, very good for us. And you know why it's good for us? Because it means that brigand camps will spawn. And if we control brigand camps, instead of them being destroyed, they will spawn brigand armies because of our thieves guilds. That is beaucoup good for us. I tell you what, you're going to take 10 Zweihanders. You're going to take this. Do you have an engineer, Magus? You do. But I could always use another. And then you'll be able to meet up with this crew who does need to heal. I am going to ignore this army at the moment because I am running out of not winter. You're just going to snag that. You dudes are going to vibe check. You're going to sentry. Ooh. I was going to take this Ancient Temple of the Deeps, but 3 Yithians is not a particularly fun fight. How many temples do we have? We already have 2. No recruitment officers. It's not worth it. Doesn't really, like, get us anything. Pick back our Shadow Stalkers Guild. I just really want more Griffin armies is what I want more than anything else. Because they so dang useful. Nice. I love that. That assassin just stole back a, I think an Assassin's Guild. Yeah, little brigand squads all over the place doing work right now. The thieves guilds are really starting to like add up, so. Marathon's the #1 most titles sold today. That is a buying price. Below that, CS2 because algorithms. Ah, you know, CS2, it just always sells. You can't stop it from selling. Now, there's a hero available. There's an admiral available. There's a mage pilot available, but I'd want him to probably start over here if that's the case. So that he could get his spells. Did I lose my mage pilot over here? I think I did. Yeah, I don't see him in there anymore. So I might actually just send him to Belcoria instead. Windmaster. So you got Wind Guide, you've got Burst, you've got Quickness, and you've got Damage. Single target Quickness. I'll take Shock. All right, and then we got to come back in here. We're going to grab all that stuff. And we're going to figure out the plan. Stand. You're working your way down. You're just flying around. So this guy's managed to get mirror armor. And dwarven shoes. Not bad. Fire and cold resist. Obviously very good fighting a bunch of demons. Though without regeneration you are somewhat limited. I am going to want to build this guy an army. Oh, I don't know what's going to be done here. More catapults available. Could put that in King's Pride? Yeah, why not? Try to build up a little fortress up there. See how we do. Yeah, it's not constant, but like our guys do keep capping places. Enough that they are like maintaining the economy at least a little bit. You get attacked by a dragon in that fortress. But okay. CSGO greater than CS2? I think they all have their merits. Morbid curiosity looking at the Steam store charts. think that's allowed. You guys obviously die. How do these guys do against the dragon? The necromancer breaks immediately. Got him. He's dead. Now, it is going to take 200 turns for that disease to kill that dragon. But he will take damage every single turn. All right. 23 heavy infantry. I guess. Well, that will slow me down a bit. I could probably thin it out. Why bother? You know, I have a captain and stuff in the front too, so there's going to be an extra line anyway for right now. I do have a extra ballista here. Thought I had an extra ballista. I have an extra catapult, which is guild alchemy. You. One, two, three, four, 5 ballistas, 2 catapults, I guess. And I do feel like I probably have some stuff to give over to Vinto the hero here. Yeah, because you don't actually have that good stuff right now. That whip is kind of garbage. The total mask is also kind of garbage. Berserker would be good for you. Thunder gauntlets are absolutely good for you. Fire shield is good for you. Now you have fire shield and shock shield. I'm going to give you a cloak of mirrors to start. Cause fear is also good, but probably not as good as that berserker stuff. Not having regen on him is, I think, the worst part of this. Well, at least at the moment. Poison Cloud Wand. Burning Sword. You're another Poison Cloud Wand. Give that over to him. You have the Gauche, the Thunder Wand, and the Ring of Evasion. I'll give the Ring of Evasion to Tevinto. And the Morning Star of Strength, I will also give him. So you have Evasion, Fire Shield, Shock Shield, Berserker, 22 HP, 4 Mirror Images. I'd like to replace that with some actual armor. Put this wooden sword on the commander. You have a flaming sword. You have a frost sword. You guys have armor. What do you have? Guild mercenary with a shaman staff. Curse, spiritism, and lucky. Let's give that to you. Nobody does prayers. I think I'll give you the horror helmet instead as well. Golden Master. We don't have any Golden Masters. So I do have a bean. But I don't really know that there's anywhere we need to be planted in clouds right now. Alright, and you guys are still trying to heal up those dudes. There's another tribal mask here. Why not? Let's put it on the engineer megas. I can also pick up another catapult. Why not? Alchemist Magus. Can fix that up. Special power, alchemy, catapult. Oops. Okay. See if I can pick up some more of these villages again. Have him try to join in with them. And you're actually going to go in here and get those pearls. Cooking. You think handsome. Thank you. I do think about handsomes. At least I try to think about handsome every now and then. I got to make sure we're doing guild assassins. This is one thing I keep forgetting about this. You have no idea? You've never played any of the Counter-Strikes? Oh, man. You're missing out. The Counter-Strikes are good. It's definitely a different, you know, vibe. But they're a lot of fun. A brigand kills an unexpected hero? I love that for us. All my other brigands not doing a lot, but... A new brigand lair has been discovered in a forest. Go to. So, if I can own this brigand lair, for example, if these guys were to attack it. Ooh, what's this? A sun helm. Cool. If they attack that brigand lair, it will start spawning brigands for me. This squad is stuck in this forest. I think they lost their leader and they don't know how to move. Just very funny. You're gonna go bop, bop, bop and join in these dudes. Bop, 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 bop. And we'll keep moving. Played it as a kid, matured enough not to want to go back to CS by the time I learned of Steam. CS was always on Steam. Like, Steam exists basically because of Counter-Strike. Well, of all Half-Life mods, but certainly Counter-Strike was being the biggest. We got some more backup mono coming. Good job, brigands. You killed one Bakamono. God love you for trying. Let's get these Griffin Riders. Let's also get that Scout, because I don't think we have one. All right. We're back onto a proper squad of Griffins here. Not clear to me why these guys can't move. But I guess I'll let it slide for now. Yeah, this isn't a very bad army. Certainly ain't nothing compared to us. This is a scary army, man. Village. Where is Big Turg? All right, I'm gonna do this first. I have multiple market villages I need here. Realistically, I should probably put the teleporter in the town because the town has walls. So you know what? Maybe I'll move to that first. Not enough gold. Dang it. 20 crossbows. All those heavy infantries. Take that scout with you. Ten swordsmen. Yeah, we'll do that. Nice. Got those. Now, I only hope my assassins attack first here. Because there's a few groups of them that I would love to, like... see, he could have killed that Chunari if he attacked. He also probably could have killed that Bakemono Sorcerer, but instead they always insist on going elsewhere. I guess I did tell them to go after the kobolds, so... it does make some sense. Nice. We can finally sink a Bakemono fleet. Although they've got a lot of boats all over the place. Only played it as a kid. Should I slap a link to Tavern Keeper in the Discord? No, that's good. I know about it. I played CS as a Half-Life mod pre-Steam. Yeah, oh, absolutely. But it was still... correct me if I'm wrong, but it was still on Steam. It was just like the... because like Steam was originally what we used to install Half-Life mods. Being a console gamer, my main FPS games were Halo before Call of Duty. Call of Duty was peak God before hackers ruined the fun. Learned to Steam in like 2011. Okay. I have like the 20... whatever it is, like the 22-year badge. Like I was on Steam when it first started. Life under a rock has its ups and downs. Now, I've been thinking about buying an extra guild merchant just because I want someone who can send out those assassins. And now you can do it. I don't need to put any more gems on him. He is literally just going to sit there and I'm going to check him for assassins like every day. You're taking heavy infantry. You're going to scuttle these boats. Are you going to scuttle these boats? You have a lot of mariners. You should be able to scuttle those boats. I'd be pretty upsetty spaghetti if you couldn't. I want to put a guild in there, but I think I have to go like priorities. Now, how are y'all feeling? Pretty good, I would argue. Tevinto. It is winter time, but you're going to start marching. This dude is struggling a bit still. I'm going to have him head to Belcoria to heal. You're just going to steal my Banker's Guild back. Scouts, Captain Spearmans. I think you'd have a hard time taking those forts, so I'm not going to panic about them. I'm also realizing, like, there's a guildmaster up in that town. Just sitting around doing nothing. Could be running the assassinations with him. Easy peasy. Too stunned to do it. Ah, well. COD 4, peak multiplayer online. World War II COD will always be the best era. I was never a COD guy. I was Counter-Strike and then like Battlefield. And for Battlefield, it was Bad Company 2 and then Battlefield 3 were the peak. Oh, we gutted these dudes. Hot dog. Amulet of Anti-Magic. Nice. We lost 3 Pikeneers and that was it. The evil times have come to an end. 7 units have drowned in the sea. I'm going to guess those were bandits. I mean, they were bandits or an adventuring party. I should kill them. Yeah, I should kill this army. That's a commander I can get rid of right away. You guys are going to move down here to Camel's Gate and the Pillar of Ghent. And you're going to go on, like, Kobold Patrol. But also... Oh, disease. That's why they're not healing. And they never will. Alright, then you're on Kobold Patrol, dudes. Get to it. You got a job. I never got that cartographer down here. I could put another hero in here, and you know what? I'm going to give them a gray rubber. Your new hero has an obol. That's fun. 20 heavy infantry. All right. You. Guildmaster, no. You're going to go up and steal that. You're vibing. You're vibing. I'm sure I could probably put those spearmen somewhere. Nobody defending that cloud castle right now, so... The unit ledger do be there? Yeah, the unit ledger is, like, not always the easiest way to see units, though. It's pretty crowded, you know? Played TF2, learned I could be mediocre good at games through that. Played it for too long, dropping was more of a relief than a regret. Got introduced to Destiny 2 just before they started putting the actual story in weird ways. Using recurve bows as a weapon, what kept you to it? I think I played a warlock, and it's mostly just because I wanted to use the weird special abilities. I played through Destiny 2, and I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it, other than it had some voice actors I really liked. Mostly some actors I really liked. All right, let's get Boogie in here. We can take the town next turn. You guys will have no problem with this, so let's take out Flame Tower. We're going to grab that back, and then I think I'll scout up there. What are you looking for now? You need swordsmen. Swordsmen come up pretty frequently. What else do you need? You have crossbowmen. Mariners? Would be good. Okay, that's all those nice, delicious sea resources. And then we can come up and we can kill these Bakemono and then grab these resources and work our way up to Fisherman's Bay. Now, I don't think those mariners could take on Fisherman's Bay, but they can certainly stop them from sending anybody else out through it. Dude, the Thieves Guilds are just stealing everything. Oh, I really want to get that bandit layer. This poor demonologist is literally just stuck on these hills. He can't do anything. It is a bittersweet irony he is suffering. Livy, hello. Thank you for the lurky. Yeah, look at these Griffin Riders are so good. All right, homies, let's take out these 10 effigies. Let's set up a Mages Guild. You guys are going to claim this ziggurat to start. You're going to reclaim my guilds over here. Okay. Archers, pikeneers, apothecaries, captains. You just need mariners, I guess. You're going to go after them. At some point, I lost the Burgermaster's Folly here. I wonder about... I'm going to make a captain and an apothecary with 10 archers and 10 pikeneers. Well, it's more of those than I needed. Four halberds, 4 Zweihanders. What a weird, uneven number. I just want to take this Brigand Slayer. So I'll send out 100 troops to do that. I'm sure my adventuring guild could do it, but, you know, why not just do it ourselves? What else are we really doing here? Ambushed by ghosts. That's brigands. They can probably handle that. You know what? Might have been ambushed by brigands. Hard to say. Played Destiny 1 for a bit, got fed up with the matchmaking, had to use a third-party site. It was a bad decision? Oof. Alex, hello. I think I stopped playing Destiny 2 around the time that they reintroduced the Vault of the Glass. I was playing it when they, I don't know, like the Pyramid was the DLC, the recent DLC. I think it was like the second DLC. That's when I got into it. And I literally just played the whole game solo for story mode, and that was it. Oh, we slaughtered these effigies. Of course, we have Storm School Ballistas. I'm made for sieging things. How could I think otherwise? We got slaughtered by these grizzly bears. That's all right, but we slaughter that murder of crows. And then these brigands ambush some kobolds. And they did okay. But they did not survive. I could build up a Cloudfolk Elder, and I think let's start doing that again. Now, Agonor. You need a Sage's Guild, a Mage's Guild, an Arcane Guild. Boom. We now have the ability to build a teleporter with you. Guild portal. Hell yeah. Big hell yeah. So now I can teleport armies up here. And that, young man, is precisely what I am maybe going to eventually do. These guys needed 10 swordsmen, right? Yeah, they did. Spearmen, archers. Might as well grab some ballistas as well. You don't have enough to cast that or that. So you said 10 archers. Say like 20 archers. Yeah, why not? Boom. Okay, you guys have 46 mariners. So you've lost quite a few troops in your journeys. But that's not to say you need to. You could pick up a bunch of guild adventures, and then you can keep going. That's a Pale One army. As is this. I'm pretty sure if I take this pillar next turn, the Pale Ones are destroyed. They might have the Desert Palace. In fact, it's actually pretty likely that they do, but they won't have much more than that. You can move out and cap these two. You're going to explore up that way. You're going to go bop, bop, and then you're going to say special power. Nope, no assassin's contract. No room for mariners. You get ambushed by brigands. Okay. I think if we kill the Pale Ones, we can probably send an assassination to the Demonologists next. And then we just focus really hard on the Kobolds. Well, like we can like steamroll the Demonologist and then focus really hard on the Kobolds. Okay, I've caught you. This is good, man. We're making good progress. Brigands get killed. Camel's Gate. We slaughter. This arcane fire dragon attacks an outpost. Oh yeah, that's the senator's home. A Heart of Life for 96. Ooh. So Big Turg, you come up here and establish a market village. And then homie's just going to defend you. Let's go there. I'm just going to put some archers. Do I need a Heart of Life? A Heart of Life gives undead units the ability to regenerate, but I don't think it does much for anybody else. And I don't think it does regeneration. I do think it does fast healing. Which would be nice for this Griffin Lord, but he's out of range. Oh, secret. Dark magic. I'm going to risk this. Yeah, that might get them killed. I'm not clear on that. You're going to sail out to sea just because I don't want you to get punked. You're going to go assassination contract, demonologist. You're going to grab a group of mariners. And then I don't have enough for the Heart of Life anyway, so whatever. I will take that brigand layer next. You guys grab those Bakemono. You guys are waiting on money. You're going to grab those archers. All right. Cloud Elder. He's yeah, he is a storm mage. Like he's like a level 1 storm mage. He's really just a Cloudfolk commander is all he is. Okay, they do own that Pale Palace. Oh yeah, look how many assassins we spawn now because we have so many thieves guilds. So every time we do that contract, it just spawns a ton of them. Yeah, like we have mobs of them rolling all over the map right now. So the pale ones have one city left. Maybe one day we'll secure our starting area. One day, if we're lucky. 6 guild mercenaries die, but we take out those canary. Here we lose a couple of guys taking the Pillar of Gain, but not very many. I just really like seeing the siege equipment. Like before the battle even starts, basically the entire group is dead and the walls are down. So nice. My Griffin Lighters do get killed. Now, what's confusing here is 24 of them die, but only 14 people killed me. I did just hand over a lot of weapons. Shades. Probably it. Summon shades, shade warriors, shadow form. Is that it? Yeah. %. Wow. Okay. So those shades are actually pretty deadly. My Griffin Lord attacks 4 lobsters in the sea. Now, okay, so if you're an arcane guild, I think you're an adventuring guild and you're a thieves guild. Yeah. No action points left. Huh. That's interesting. My engineers guild gave them an iron gate. My impression was that it's not meant to work like that. That only you get the bonuses, but I guess I'm wrong. You guys are staying put. Oh, they also own this desert palace? So the demonologists then only own the citadel. So if I destroy the citadel, or if I destroy this army, I think the demonologists are dead. Considering I just summoned a squad of assassins to kill the demonologist, it probably means he's done for. And you've got a good squad here, but you don't really have any spellcasters, so unfortunately you're no good against these guys. Like at all, because these guys all have spells. But what do you have? 3 rows and 2 rows. Yeah, you really need some spellcasters. We're gonna take that brigand layer. And we're gonna get back on the Bakemono naval hunt. You're our cartographer. You're meant to be through there. Aha. You're meant to be through there to see things like that Chunari. Chunari? Kunari? That's fine. Yeah, we got some nice squads up and around. There's There's no doubt about it. Assassins and adventurers all putting in work. Demons are not fun, but I guess that's par for the course for a demon. Yeah. Oh my god, is that the Baron? I can't believe it. He finally made his way out of the northeast corner of the map. I'll be real, I never thought I'd see the day. An anthill. Anthills are the greatest threat to Elysium. Nothing will destroy the map quite like ants. That's funny. One of my apothecaries died, but I did take out that brigand lair. Oh, boys, boys, boys. How do you do so bad? Well, the Hydra Bowl definitely didn't help you. Unbelievable. Goddamn Hydra Bowls. You know, the upside of this, now this group is going to have a Hydra Bowl, and they're going to get poisoned every time they fight. My guild assassin failed to get anybody here. Oh, he was on the defense is why. I initiated the Metal Order. And another hero? What might I do? Initiated the Metal Order. What do you become? Silver Arcana. Now, somebody has a silver hat, I'm pretty sure. And we got a hero with an Eye of the Old One. This is one of the best. Yes, he's lost an eye, which is not great because it does mean he misses 10% of his attacks, but he has regeneration on a ring item, which is very nice. Thank you. And somebody somewhere has one of those crowns. I actually don't think it's this army. Who has that hat? Golden Mastery. Damn it. God dang it, Bobby. Well, I might as well, I guess, get ambushed. That's what I was gonna say. Swordsmen and Pikeneers. Thunderheads. Summon Cloud Elementals. Ooh, that's a nice one. Oh, I have so many sneezes to do. You're going to make a Beastmaster's Guild. We might as well just pop down and kill you. You have 2 movement. So we might as well go for Swintown first. Pud. I guess this hero could actually just join this army or take control of that army, and it would make it pretty good. You are but a Griffin Lord. I think you're going to sail down here. Maybe. There's just so many adventuring parties on the map. It's amazing. I know that they're not particularly good, but they do keep capturing things, right? Like, they're keeping the economy humming, which is allowing me to field a stupid amount of units. I'm scarred forever by giant anthills. It's very true. I played some like off stream campaigns as well, and the anthills, they get really out of control if you let them. Oh, so good. Look at that. Every single kill by siege equipment. All right, you guys are gonna go up here. I'm actually gonna let Big Turg go by himself. No, I'm not. He's the OG. I can't do that. They're gonna get that outpost. I'm gonna come down here and take this stuff first and then come back to this desert palace. Do you have a guildmaster on you? You have a baby guildmaster. You know what? Let's get it on the way back. Oof. Go out to sea there so we can avoid that. This guy is gonna die in like, we'll move 1, 2 turns. So I don't really need to do anything for him right now. Ambushed again. We're gonna join Hermabulb. Hermabulb, Jadros. Hermabulb Jadros. That's what they call him. And so, yeah, Thieves Guild. Multiple Thieves Guild will make controlled brigand layers spawn more brigands. Will produce brigand layers in the settlement as well as in all brigand layers. So this brigand layer should, like, pump out guys. Which is in a really good spot for me. Because it'll sort of defend this Greendale area, is my hope. That's the goal. Voice of L can get funny. I've seen an angel leading a stack that killed a rider of the apocalypse. Yes. Well, I think it's like with the voice of L, you can break open seals that summon the riders of the apocalypse as well. Who, I guess, if you kill, they just go to Celestia and then come back. Can't ever really kill them. Bakamono down there in like the southeast as well. You were ambushed by ghosts. Coastal hamlet. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. In the dead forest. Failed to kill anybody. A tiger killed an armored soulless in the savannah. I don't know how we got an armored soulless. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. You guys could use some archers for sure. All right, lots of nice resources up here. Big Turk, you're gonna make another market village. Okay, and I should be able to get in there next turn. So we're gonna make this into, I think, a thieves guild. Feels like the right choice. And then I'll probably march on Fisherman's Bay and the King's Castle. Honestly. Why don't you just fly down here? You can nab that. He's basically just waiting on wizards. The kobolds are definitely going to be the most annoying thing to purge. Just because all those dragon layers can become kobold layers really easily. Excuse me. But I also feel like as we wipe out everybody else, the kobolds sort of get like more and more stuck in the center of the map. And the more economy we have, the more Griffin Riders I can send out at them. And the more assassins I can send out at them. Which is kind of part of the end game. It's just sending non-stop assassins at all the Cobalt leaders. This guild stalker killed 2 guys. But on defense... oh, unfortunately, they attacked us in the Cloud Castle. I had a feeling that was coming. And they did take that rainbow armor for 75 gold. Rainbow armor's really good. MR2, HP 5, armor 2, and lucky. It's basically mirror armor, but better. Yeah, mirror armor plus lucky. Nice. Yeah, right. Those guys are stuck there again. Guys are surprise, ambushed again. That's a small Bakemono army. We're gonna go Thieves Guild, Assassins Guild. I'm gonna let this guy come down and just wipe out those Bakemono because no one else should be able to threaten us there. Alright, and then you fellers, you can actually teleport up here. That would be a really good spot for you. I wonder how the Pegasus would hold up against kobolds. I feel like not as good. Not as well. Ah, I thought I had 2 movement there. Oh well. So the Demonologist is destroyed next turn. Unless he has some sort of secret layer in Infernus that I don't know about. And then the pale ones have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have Fog Tower as well. 3? They lost Fog Tower? So that's simple enough. Angels of Elysium are on your faction while Riders are still Celestials. Yes, yeah. Wanted to try the Burgermeister, but the start is just rough. You're a Swarm faction with no summoning for the early stages, and that just sucks. Yeah, my understanding is that the Halflings are like the most in need of updates. They're apparently like quite bad compared to everybody else. Killed a couple goblins at least. Griffin Riders. So we don't have a Griffin army right now. But Balconia is where we're going to build one. Like, yeah, we're missing quite a lot of troops over here. This guy can just capture this stuff. You guys are going to take that citadel. And I'd be shocked if you were not capable of that. Guess you're going to move up here. So why don't we just have you pull this assassination contract on... I think on the kobolds again. Thank you, Big Turg. And, This army is missing heavy infantry. Them to be able to come down and join us. Grab these sea resources and then maybe pincer on Fisherman's Bay. Probably, though, there's 150 units here. They can just take that on their own. That's like my best army, so. Norath, hello, welcome. Really are a lot of songs called Hey Ya. Roman Garcia, Geronimo, Outcast. Try saying hello like a normal person? Nonsense. Normal people say ahoy hoy. Hello, yellow. Now, how did you kill -3 Kappa and -5 Aonis? You poisoned a ghost cat? Malicious old witches who have sided with the Bakemono. They are able to take the form of a black cat in combat. Oh. Different than a Bakeniko. So again, how did you gain 3 Kappa and a Tengu and 5 demons? Or kill negative... that's really weird. This is the... Oh, this is the big Citadel fight against the Demonologist. They were summoned or mind controlled and then killed. But I didn't have any mind control. That's what's confusing to me. Oh, look at all this siege equipment. Doesn't do much to this because it's got crazy shock resistance, but... Like, all of their archers on the walls are just deleted. It's not going to stop them from having a whole lot more archers, but... why we brought in the heavy infantry. Ooh. I love mass combustion. The air elementals just dropping constant stuff. The soul flays going off. Disintegrating guys. Holy smokes. Does this guy have regen? He doesn't. Oof. It's actually kind of scary. He does have 23 HP, evasion, and mirror image. And fire shield, and shock shield, and berserker. What does berserker do? 10 morale bonus, can continue fighting with negative hit points. Okay, so he's kind of got like pseudo regen. In that he doesn't die right away. And then they just batter down the last rows. That's so good, man. And then this is a huge adventuring fight at the last lookout. Is that Bard charming dudes? He totally is. Enchanted chainmail. Plus 3 armor. Wow. Now. How is that possible? I was all but certain that was the demonologist's only city. And let you tell you, it doesn't appear that that's the case. Ooh, boosts Dawn Magic +1. You have a Dawn Wizard? No. Let's kill them before they get out of hand. And you're going up to Fisherman's Bay. Ooh, a sea dragon. I don't think I want to kill you. You're kind of ugly. As in UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. I mean, I still have a group of assassins trying to hunt this guy down. And in fact, I think that's one of them. And I do have an army here that I could attack with, but I just don't think they'll win. Oh, man. Do you think he's got something in hell? My only thought is, like, if he has a base in hell, then, like, at least he can't get out of it. It's possible he took an outpost? I don't know what else he would have taken. Unless he's got something up here that we don't know about. No ladies? Sad? No cloud ladies. Very sad. Likes him with wings. Time to find the other citadel? Yeah. I guess. Their mistake for not having demons there. Not having enough demons anywhere, it would seem. Lose 2 spearmen and his Y-hander, but we got that Dawn Staff. This worked pretty well. I was being attacked, but I still managed to kill 17 of them. None of the Ohm, unfortunately, but... Eight units have drowned in the shallow sea. What are you doing? Where are you going, fly guy? Pick up another elder here. He is, in fact, going for him. Do you have poison? You'll kill him. He'll kill him for sure. If he's the one who gets the attack. Which does honestly tend to be a pretty big if, but... Okay. Well, we have a little posse here. Not much in the way of spellcasters, but... we could probably pick some of them up. I think that's going to be a bloody fight, but I'll take it. Let's wipe these guys out in the meantime. We are getting back our territory bit by bit here. Now, I have lost some to here. King's Pride. Let's put 20 pikeneers, a cartographer, 10 swordsmen, a scout, and all those spearmen. Frozen Sea seems like a bad idea, so let's just move one over. There's almost no one defending Fisherman's Bay. Okay. Easy peasy. Do you guys have siege equipment? Oh, yeah, you have so much siege equipment. He couldn't make it all the way. It all depends on whether that demonologist goes down and then back up. He's dead. Excellent. He's going to get assassinated at the beginning of next turn. And there's nothing that can stop them. Unless... No, I think there's actually nothing that can stop them. There's no reason he shouldn't get that movement bonus. The Desert Palace, our siege equipment completely slaughters them. In the Ziggurat, a guild stalker kills a red kobold king. A level 3 pyromancer? Oh, get wrecked! Get wrecked, you nerds. Amazing. I don't think anybody is in charge of this army now. It is unfortunately in a very defensible location. Kind of. I mean, there's no walls, but... He should die here. I'm going to let you try to kill those fish people, though I don't know how well that's really going to go for us. You're going to summon some spearmen. Let's take another hero into this army. Othkar. Poison Cloud Wand. That's not what you want, dude. Now, what do you want? Bold question, young man. I have a lot of Poison Cloud Wands. I guess you could have this sword. Oh, you should take that, and you should take that Cloak of Mirrors. And then you could also take Air elementals, magic beans, gem of concentration, bottle of demon blood? Sure. Give you some resistances. Okay. Secured. I guess I'll grab another elder. Why not? An unexpected hero. Oh my god, I love unexpected heroes. I hope we can put him in an army. The Baron's got some big guys around the King's Castle here. This poor character is maybe going to be a problem. I think we fight them though, regardless. I want that little village. I want to put a thieves guild in there really badly. And then what I'd love to do is grab all these iron mines again. Just gonna grab some crossbows there. And maybe some more crossbows down here. Not aware of any faction that can make magic items? They can. I believe the enchanter can. But it is expensive to do. There's the assassinate. Partial to the retired master? Oh, he's so good, the retired master. In fact, there was one in that demon army, it looks like. That is running around solo right now because all those demons got pushed out. You guys get killed for sure. Brigands. In the plains. This is a bloody, bloody fight against these demons. We do manage to come out on top, but not without a lot of casualties. Right? Because when you kill these guys, then they just become, they like rebuild, but they're ethereal, so they're even harder to kill the second time around. And they still get to throw spells. Wow, what a nasty fight. Yeah, they chewed through our front line real bad. I guess that's the thing, is like because of the ethereals, like you really need to have non-magical attacks, right? So you really need to have magic to fight Bakemono. This is an interesting one. Who is this squad? Oh, this is all the earth elementals. I still don't know where that army of like the 6 purple worms went. I think they got killed. We did pretty bad against these fish. I didn't think we would do well. I think we lost 15 guild mercenaries. Oh, shooting our own guys. Yeah, they keep getting charmed. Conversion. And then this totally worked. Huh. Just assassinates the demonologist. And then gets killed. So I'm going to assume that that old weapon master also counts as a leader. Based on the fact that he is moving around. But he is a leader that can't control units, so he can't pick up any of these demons in the mountain, which frankly, I am okay with just leaving here. They have a Scroll of Heavenly Ascension, and they have Alchemist's Armor, which is pretty nice. They have a Summon Grizzly Bear Amulet. They have an Eye of the Old One, which is really nice for regen. They actually have some pretty good items on them. Crown of the False Wound. Yeah, they've got some pretty nice loot. Wow, where are you going, Tavinto? I think you're going to go up to that oasis. Nice loot, make it your own? I'm very tempted to. Joe, how we doing? Currently in a game with the Enchanter who can make them on tier 3, but it's with a remastered mod. Don't know if it comes from the mod. No, I was reading about items the other day, and it did seem like people were saying that the Enchanter can make items, but he's the only guy who can. So this unlikely hero, where does he want to go? There's a great question. Ideally, I'd love for him to be in like the main army, but I think probably he's got to come over here. Single Chunari versus a Griffin Lord. I think we win that one. Single Griffin Lord against an army of goblins and olms. We probably don't win that one. All right, you have a minor stack. Now, I did learn my lesson last time in that that army cannot take on white kobolds who own those two cities. So I don't know what the hell I am planning to do with these guys. I could just like come down a mountain. We gonna have to plan something out. I truly have no idea where the demonologist is now. Something else there just moved, which also makes me think he does have a second army, or that Ice Devil counts as a leader. It's quite possible. I've never played demonologist, so I don't know what counts as what. Guild Stalker kills a Bakemono Shaman. Let's go. Griffin Lord gets wrecked by an Olm. No surprise. I can get a Shadow Stalker. I've actually never seen one of these showed up. That's the first one. There's also a Ring of Invisibility here. Which, if I was to say put on a Pegasus Lord, could be really nice. This guy doesn't really have any mages, so I also kind of need some up here. There's another Bakemono ship. You have a minor guild master. Not enough iron to build more Griffin Riders. All right. Farrell, the unexpected hero. You are now invisible. No effect in combat, but... Jimmy, you got Bottled Spirits and Hydromancy level 2. Do you have good spells? Acid Spray, Rising Tide, Acid Dart, Summon Water. Not really, so I'm gonna... take Sailor's Death. That seems a bit better. Stun and kills versus stun and does 1 to 3 damage, burst 25. We'll take that instead of Acid Spray, probably. And then this squad is going to just pick up all these dudes. And then it's got to figure out 20 crossbowmen. Yeah, I pretty much got to rebuild this whole army. You lose your scout? Did you ever have one? Not clear. All right, these guys got enough that I could send them out to do things. So I'm at least going to have them look around. I guess Frost Fiends count as leaders? Because they are at least moving around. Sea Fathers, yeah, they got Hydromancy, which is pretty nice. I think I am saving up for more Griffins here. And that's all there is to say about that. Some factions can summon up army leaders as well. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know like which demons count as army leaders and which don't. She's a bit of a mystery to me. I mean, I still don't know where the demonologist has a citadel to. But I have to guess it's on Infernum. Battle in Fisherman's Bay. Yeah, we just destroy it. This is a double trade post. So there is some debate on what we get to put here. You don't have trade, you don't have trade, you don't have trade. I don't know what's there. We don't really know what's up in the Barrens zone. Though, I'm going to say probably a Mage's Guild would be smart. I need to teleport an army over here. ASAP pronto. do I attack them right away? I have 2 assassins, so I'd probably kill her instantly. Yeah, I think I do. You can take Lano with you. My hero name is a filtered word on Twitch. On my main army, yeah, I've been very careful not to say it out loud to avoid getting demonetized. I am not particularly surprised by that. Let's go back, Mono. So you guys can come into Fisherman's Bay here, which is nice. I could stack back up on troops. I think an not an assassin's, an adventuring guild here, so that we have those archers. And I don't know if we need the teleporter that close. Like I feel like there's got to be a village in here somewhere. But would the village not be better off here? Especially, this would mean I'd actually have 2 ports on the other side of the world that we could teleport boats through. So, yeah, you know what? Mage's Guild it is. And you're going to Thieves Guild up here. Halberds and Zweihanders. I'll take some of everything there, I think. So I think we'll just wait a moment until we at least get that portal open. So I am going to need a guy to do that. And he can't do it yet. Associating the name with negging, yeah. Kids these days, ruining language for all of us. I mean, I don't think it's just kids these days. I think it's, if anything, more the older folks those days. But it's a little of both. A lot of dumb people doing dumb things, that's for sure. That much is for certain. Can we develop a new international language already and regulate it this time around? That'd be pretty cool. I'm interested in that. Oh, wow. He snuck into that city, that little town, while I was attacking his army outside of the town. So much fireballs and wind magic. The Bakemono are truly, I think, the nastiest armies in this game. Like, they get fire, cold, and wind damage, shock damage. They do all the elements. They have cheap spam units as well to like fill the gap until they get their good guys. That was disgusting, man. I lost an unexpected hero. I lost a regular hero. I lost my Silver Order adept. I lost basically all of I did lose all of my spearmen, most of my archers, most of my pikeneers. I lost almost the entire army. This Arcane Storm Dragon attacks a bunch of heroes. Slaughters them. Now, this is a pretty nasty army. He's only a level 2 sorcerer, but he's got Blizzard. And an Ice Witch here. 2 Chunari. A lot of scrolls, transport scrolls. Ring of Infinite Gold for $199. I'd like to buy a Ring of Infinite Gold and put it on Big Turg. What does that do? Oh, Infinite Gold. 5 gold a month. $199? How long is that going to take to pay off? 10, 40 turns? Okay, so these guys are in a bit of a bad spot. These guys are actually in a very bad spot. I'm trying to figure out what way I can go to not get killed, and it seems to only be west. So that's what we're gonna do. I have a guild portal up here. Rocking that. Unknown host, welcome. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Come on in. Oh, playing a little Songs of Six. Nice. I love it. We're playing a little Conquest of Elysium, which I feel like sits in the same vault of weird, ugly cult favorite games. Come on in, dudes. It's raiding season. It's almost harvesting season. Welcome. Thank you for bringing on in the raid. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well. I hope your stream was good. Is raiding season or after breeding season? It depends. Depends on the faction, I want to say. Oh, it's sneezing season and I have Mona on my lap. I'm gonna get clawed up. Oh, this is bad. Keep it together, men. This guy's got to stock back up on Mariners. Oh, I think I stole one from him. I did. I certainly did. Boop, boop, boop. And boop. Mercenaries. Do you also need mercenaries? You have 40, actually. So you can take the extra guys who have spawned here. Come on in, come on in. We're playing as the Guildmaster today in Conquest of Elysium, and we're nearing victory. We're trying to, like, make a plan to hunt down the last kind of groups on the map. There is a demonologist down here who we recently assassinated, but now his demons have kind of gone rampant and are just destroying everything in its wake. He's also got a weapons master up here, but he doesn't seem to have any bases as far as we're concerned. So I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of him. Because he's fast. And I can't seem to catch up with him. And the demons are too much of a threat that we can't really fight them properly. We have a couple of pale ones all over the map. None of them are too bad, but we're slowly sort of picking away at their fortresses. I think they are just kind of existing here right now. So we're moving up some armies to start crushing their last bases. And then we have kobolds everywhere. We have Bakemono somewhere. I think they'll exist in probably Fort Eternity and Fog Tower, maybe Whispering Keep as well. And then we have the Baron and the Cultist up here in the northeast, who mostly haven't been a problem. I'm kind of saving these guys for last, so. Doing very well. How is Conquest of Elysium? I love it, man. If you've never played this and you're playing Songs of Six, I feel like they are very much cut from the same cloth. I would highly, highly recommend it. I think what we should probably do with these Mariners is come over here, grab this, and we could take a naval invasion of the Cultists and just hope that they're, like, not really defending properly. We have our Sky Army also, which I could drop down on these spots because I haven't really known what to do with him. Yeah. This is the desert palace right there. I think maybe that's what we'll do. I think we'll drop out of the sky on them. There's a group of Bakemono out here on a boat. And I could attack them, but I think it would leave me open to these fiends coming into the city. Who, I'm going to be honest, I think could probably come in here and kill me anyway if they wanted. I'll try to get that Beastmaster village back online. You're going to make an Assassin's Guild, and then we'll upgrade that to a Shadow Stalker's Guild next turn. These guys are vibing. This guy is vibing. And those adventurers are going off and trying to finish off the last of their groups. Honestly, just having the teleporters around so our assassins can get around the map seems to be pretty clutch. I'm not sure who the greatest threat in terms of leaders are anymore, if it's the kobolds or if it's maybe actually the Bakemono. Only been playing Songs of Six for about 2 weeks. You're kind of hooked? Yes. Just got your first 2.5k pop and have taken 9 other cities. Oh, you're in a really good spot then. You'll be very strong with that. Much of the type of game we'll put on this watch list for sure. Yep. I definitely recommend doing conscript soldiers if you've got 9 cities, because you can return a lot of your workforce back into your main capital then. And then I think it's like change it. You can also change the taxes on the city, which helps them grow, which is something I didn't figure out until way later. How do we do here? Pretty bad across the board, but those are all just like brigands. Cloudfolk ladies and another Shadow Stalker. Ooh. Shadow Stalker. Kill him. Perfect. This guy's got 10 HP. You've got poison daggers. You win this fight. So we're going to assassinate this old weapon master. The timing of that could not have been better. Now, I don't know how these guys are going to fare. I imagine, unless I get my count up, not well. I need swordsman. I need one Zweihander. I could probably put in a halberd. Oh, I've lost all my heavy infantry. All right, well, that makes this easier. Down here, 58 units. I'd like to try this. I'm going to literally try dropping out of the sky at the end of the turn on top of those dudes. You're going to kill that Imp Messenger. with an overrun. This guy actually went back the other way, so we're gonna sneak back to this town and take it over. Are we? He's got a lot of archers. I might actually struggle because we don't have a front line here. And I don't have a lot in the way of spellcasters. Not having a front line is the risk. Hey, Mona, you want to say hi to everybody? It's Mona time. A little Mona to round out our episode. Player can be eliminated via citadels if they have no citadels in Elysium, Sky, and Agartha. Oh, so it does have to be on Elysium Plain. So if you only have a citadel in Hades, you still get killed, hey? I was wondering about that. Taxes help grow. That could be good. Didn't know that. Yeah, no, it's a really good, helpful thing. Using conscripts, but just struggling a bit with happiness and loyalty. Yeah. Getting there slowly. 2.5 is... You start running into other issues managing the city at 2.5. Like diseases. And it's fun. It keeps you like on your toes. The city is always getting new different challenges. Crime starts becoming an issue soon. No Mona time, hey? Mona, 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 no. Oh, you're so happy. Gentle on the sweater, okay. I'm gonna stop picking you up on my nice sweaters pretty soon. It may be time for a mandatory medicine break very shortly. The nose is definitely starting to go. All right, Shadowstalkers Guild. Tavinto, you pick up this guy again. And now we can keep moving. I have 3 guild ballistas in this town. Okay. You know, if I had only waited 1 turn, I wouldn't have had to risk those cloud archers at all. Stubborn as I am. But it is kind of a fun idea, so I just mostly want to see how it works. AI is not actually omniscient, but it does scry. Yeah. They do get a bunch of scrying spells. And they use them. So I do wonder, maybe he has that outpost, the demonologist, or something of the sort. He must have something somewhere. Because otherwise he would be destroyed right now. Oh, all my guilds there. Yuck. Nice. So he just goes up and he's like, stab, stab, stab. We were attacked in a market village. 7 guild mercenaries got absolutely obliterated. And then in the desert palace, I want to watch this one. I'm quite curious because all of our guys fly, but they're also ethereal. And it's fairly evenly matched. All the ghost soldiers can also attack up the wall. Because they have pikes. And also they can fly. My hope is that on the wall they will do better. I think I actually lose this. It basically depends. If I can take this upper wall, then I should win. Because that'll have the high ground advantage. My archers will move up here and they'll get the bonus. close. They're still spending a lot of time attacking the gates, which is not ideal. All right. Cloud Army. Let's go. And I guess we might as well grab those pyramids. And then what do we need? We need archers. We probably need some pikeneers. Let's grab an assassin. Halberd, spearman. I like desert warriors down here, which is kind of nice. I want that guild mage somewhere for sure. Probably we'll just pop him up here. That's one library. You are two library. Let's pop him here. Get him upgraded. Meteor, soldiers of flame. Okay, okay. Sleep or earth grip? Let's go sleep. And this homie is working on some heavy infantry up here. This guy keeps making imp messengers, which I'm not sure I know how to deal with. You're just going to grab that mausoleum and run back. And you're going to head over that way. You're good there. Can we find someone up here maybe to go south? I wonder. Josh, hello. Welcome. That's a lot of kobolds. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. Rocking a little Skyrim today. Nice. Battle mode makes me think of playing tabletop Warhammer with an army on their own trays. It very much feels like that. Every unit is just this little individual square. Or a big square if it's like a big monster. But they do vary, and they do feel very Warhammer-y or very just like tabletop-y in general. Boy. Oof. If I had 25 griffins, I could deal with this real easy. He's only got level 2 magic, but unfortunately, I do not have 25 griffins. You know what I would like to do is get this crater down here. There's a bunch of gems that we could take. So I think let's do that. Does this guy have any assassins? No. Let's put an assassin in his army. And we'll be ready to rock. Welcome on in, Josh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for dropping off the raiders. I hope you've been having a nice day. Nice and chill. Welcome to Conquest of Elysium. We are playing as the guild master, who is kind of D&D-like. He makes little adventuring parties that explore around the map. He makes thieves guilds and all sorts of things. He's really the human faction that's all about capitalism instead of just classic monarchy. And we are currently fighting underground pale ones. We are fighting armies of demons. We are fighting kobold armies that also have dragons occasionally. And we are fighting a bunch of Japanese demons and oni and little Japanese forest goblins. It's been the bulk of our campaign thus far today. Raiding and fading, midnight here. Take it easy. Rest well. Sleep well. Thank you for trusting your crew on over here. I'll take good care of them. Or at least I'll try my darndest too. Wow, so many dragons. So many dragons. All right, well, that means Pink has that outpost. So I truly do not know where the demonologist capital is. It is a total mystery to me at this point. Old Camel Gate. All the red dragon spawn just fly over and attack us. That guild stalker gets killed. An old wizard. Oh, buckaroos. Big news. With a staff of the Magi. Oh! He's got a chest wound, which is not ideal. But an old wizard is a level 3 wizard. So he's got Call Lightning. He's got Maws of the Earth, 1 to 100 damage, 5 times against walls. Earth Grip with fire. He's got a Poison Mist, burst 25. He's got Fireball. I want to bring him to a library. Because he is too good to pass up. We are going to put him in here for now. And we don't have any regenerating equipment in this squad, no. It is possible that we could heal him. Though not the easiest feat at the moment. Let's give you a Mace of Unlife. And I do have a collection of halberders. I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave this guy probably here in this desert palace. You're another wizard who's going to come up here and join this guy who really does not need any more wizards. And here is the king. Sigbert the king, a gem of true seeing and a wooden sword. The king protects the nobles against brigands, beasts, and other kind of evil. It is crazy to me. You have a white wizard, a bard, a bishop, and an archbishop. It is crazy to me that the Baron has not taken that. But the Bakemono has a couple of other areas around here. Coal mine, Mott and Bailey farm, no villages. Ah, yes, the mountain stronghold here. This is the Bakemono stronghold. So I think we're going to march on this next, this whole area, and just take all that back. You're going to grab this. You're going to grab your adventuring guild, and then work your way back to those coal mines. You, I'm afraid, don't know where you're going right now. I need to get this Mages Guild back. But you need a front line to do it, so I think you're going to Fort Hope. Which sucks because it's about to be wintertime. And we're just sailing over that way. You guys are staying put. This guy actually split his army. All I want to do right now is take that crater. For the money, honey. And then we will continue on our war march. This is good, man. We took this chunk of the map, so we've managed to kind of secure most of this area now. We're striking into the Bakemono Heartlands, which will do a real hamper on their economy. The Demonologist is basically dead. I really don't know where he is left. I feel like he's just going to get wiped off the map by somebody else at this point. And the Pale Ones are running pretty low on cities. They've got a Cloud Castle, Guard Tower, and I think this outpost. And I want to say that that's it. So if I could maybe teleport an army up here to Belcoria, I could deal with that while this guy moves up and takes these. So I think that's going to be our plan. But we're going to do that in our next episode, because we're going to cut this video here. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you come back then. Until next time.